Hey folks, Flo here at Scaling Up 2024. I'm here with Minister Essayah from Finland. First of all, maybe a very brief introduction.
Well, I'm Sari Essayah, Minister of Agriculture and Forestry, and I have been in this position for 1 year and a half.
Okay, so quite recently. Great. A lot of people know the similarities between Finland and Canada, at least some of them, and especially at these conferences. But what would you say are some of the biggest differences in terms, I would say, of its economy and especially in terms of the bioeconomy?
Well, when it comes to forest ownership, in Finland, 2/3 of the forests are owned by private family owners, and so that's a huge difference. And also that we have over 600,000 private forest owners, and I would say that we can't have any kind of forest policy without hearing those stakeholders, those private property forest owners, and they are very important when we are having our forest strategy or forest policy.
Yeah, because in Canada, I think it's something like 90%, yeah? Okay, that's very clear. Now, the most important part of this interview has to be the fact that Finland has a bioeconomy strategy, something Canada has been longing for, especially here for many years. What are some of the key highlights, let's say, of your strategy?
In our strategy, we really want to have well-being from our forests, but we also would like to have well-being for our forests. And nowadays it's even more important to take good care of our forests. The forest management is in the very core of our bioeconomy strategy.
Right. And in Canada, we have challenges with our management, especially in terms of forest fires. It sounds like you don't have those problems in Finland, or at least much less?
No, we don't, because we manage our forests, and also that it's very important to keep the road network working so that forest would be accessible. And if you have a forest fire, that makes sure that you get easily to the place. And so forest management is also their answer to this challenge.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate your very short answers, by the way. That's very clear, and people will understand this. You also mentioned in your talk that the demand for biomass products was growing, and that one of your goals is to double the added value of biomass in Finland by 2035, and also to do more with less. That's ambitious. I mean, how do you do that, basically?
We need research and we need innovations, because there is a lot more what we can do from tree. And at the moment, we think, I would say, too short-sighted. There are a lot more things that could be innovated from trees. And at the moment, I think that there is also demand that we would like to replace all these fossil energy-based products with this renewable products. And so here also I would say that this is the good answer to get rid of our fossil energy.
Right. And we heard about the construction sector, for example, building houses from wood, etc. What would you say are some of the challenges to scale up the bioeconomy in general or specifically in Finland?
I would say that the lack of investment, and especially when it comes to these new innovations, people are kind of like hesitating, that they are not sure that if the markets are ready for this. And when the markets are not ready, we need more information for consumers, that they would understand that when they are using these bio-based products, that it's good for the environment, it's good for the climate. And so it's also that what kind of tune we have about bioeconomy in the public discussion.
That's very interesting. Yes, this conversation has been held at this conference for many years.
Yes.
And it's probably one of the most challenges we have. I have to ask you about the elephant in the room. In Canada, we have the longest demilitarized border in the world with the United States, and of course, with the election of Donald Trump, there is a lot of concerns, perhaps in particular in terms of sustainability, in terms of policies in general. I wonder, what does that evoke for you? I mean, you're obviously a little safer maybe where you are, but the world being so globalized, I mean, the U.S. is of course a partner you can't avoid.
Yes. But I need to remind you that we have 1,300 kilometer border with Russia. So, but there is a border which is very important. And so to answer to your question, I would say that let's just take a deep breath and not hurry to conclusions too quickly. Of course, there is going to be a change in the policy, but I remember that during the Trump's first administration in Europe, we were, I would say that in quite good position because the transatlantic cooperation, it's also important for US. And so I don't see that there might be so big changes that we are at the moment maybe a little bit scared of. Let's see. I think that we will have a good cooperation with US, and I hope that Canada would be here also a partner, so that there would be this kind of triangle, Canada, US, EU.
I think it's very clear that we are partners, and
Yes.
that's very good to hear a little bit of optimism like that. Thank you very much, Minister. I know you need to go, so I'll let you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.